Antonio, welcome to Shortlist.com.
Thank you.
Expendables 3 sees you join a cast with some of the biggest action stars in history.
It's true.
Did it give you the opportunity to make any new friends or forge any new rivalries with some of these guys?
Though I met him a long time ago, you know, we became very good friends. I'm talking about Wesley Snipes and also Jason, who's an actor actually I admire very much since the time I saw Crank. And definitely then working with people that I have admired from a long time ago, you know, Harrison Ford and Arnold, Mel Gibson. I didn't work with any of those guys before, so it's just great to be in the same movie with them, though, you know, except with Arnold, with the rest I didn't work directly, but just to be there in the same movie that they are is an honor and a privilege, yeah, definitely.
This cast has some more experienced and older actors.
Right.
Whose stuntman had to work the hardest during this production, would you say?
Well, I suppose the one with Sly, because he's the star. So he got more action scenes and more dangerous things to do, hanging from a helicopter, stuff like that, you know. So that's the one that worked the most. I did as much as I could, you know, which is a lot. Probably many actors would have said no, but I did. Basically, not just because of how demanding it was physically for me, but because I have to run. Run is running, okay? It's simple. But if you have to run with a lot of explosions around you, and then running it becomes something different, a little bit more dangerous. So I did all of those things. What I didn't do are acrobatics and stuff like that.
You've had a long-range career with some great roles. Looking back on it now, are there any roles that you regret signing on for? And alternatively, are there any things that you passed up that you now think that would have been a good one?
No, I can't regret anything.
No?
No, the things that I did, not the things that I didn't do. Everything happens for a reason. I do believe in that, for good or for bad. And for the things that I did wrong, I learned, or I tried to. And for the things that I didn't, it's because they were not for me. They were for somebody else at some point. I'm very happy with what I have. That is what I always thought. You know, you have to stick with that way of thinking. Otherwise, you start just wandering around things that are not real.
Has this project renewed your interest in action films? Could we see Zorro return, or would you rather move into directing? What's next for you?
I personally don't think that I would take Zorro again. Zorro had a time in my life. I did two, with a big separation actually between both of them, like almost 10 years. No, I wouldn't say no to another action picture if as much as I feel physically okay, and I do. But it has to have the, you know, the attractives, at least that this movie actually offered me. The possibility of working with these guys, and a character that actually allowed me not only to do action but to do comedy. There was a number of things in this movie that convinced me that I should be here. But as you said, you know, I have done many different genres, and action is not actually one of my main genres, though I have done those movies that we were referring to. My head is in some other type of movies, and that's what I am pursuing as a producer and as an actor. This year I finished a movie called Automata that I produce and I act on it, and it's going to be presented in the San Sebastian Film Festival, and that's the type of movies that I am heading towards, more independent, equal to more freedom. Creatively, when you are in the studios, you are very trapped in a way, you know. And so that's the thing that I would like to do. I would like to direct, and I don't see myself directing action movies or anything like that. I prefer just to explore more in the human condition and relationships and events. That's my turf more. But I wouldn't say no to do movies like this because I'm an actor and I just like to do any type of role.
Final question for you. During your career, what one aspect of filmmaking, of these kind of projects, what's changed the most?
What or who changed the most in me? Or something that changed me?
Or yeah, what's changed about the technique of filmmaking?
Oh.
What new lessons have you had to learn for a project like this?
A lot of things has changed. But the most important thing that have changed is the technology, the formats. I think the industry now is trying to relocate itself. We don't know what is coming next. Is it going to be holographies, or is it going to be the possibility that somebody just buy your image and they do movies with you and you don't have to even be there? Every time that I talk about this, I think about theater. I think that theater gets a new value in the mind of people because it's just so simple. There are actors there and an audience down here, you know, and that's it, and that's the communication. And so, and I was born as a theater actor. That was my first passion. And so, whatever happens with technology in the future, wherever it goes, theater is always there for the ones who actually love it.
Antonio, thank you ever so much. All the best with the film.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.